Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone, my name is Amelia Izza Muthia, and today I would like to talk about teaching English to young learners in Indonesia. As we know, English is a global language that opens up many opportunities. So in this video, I will discuss various aspects of this topic. Curriculum and education policy. In Indonesia, the curriculum for teaching English to young learners has changed a lot over the year. At first, English was only taught in junior high school, but the government realized that learning a language early is important, so they started teaching English in primary schools with the Curriculum 13 or 2013 curriculum focused on helping kids communicate in English and understand different culture. It makes learning English fun and relevant by connecting it to their daily life. Teacher competence and teacher belief. Teaching English to young learners effectively depends a lot of how skilled and confident the teachers are. However, some teachers still feel unprepared because of their own English skill or lack of training opportunities, especially in rural areas where resources are limited. Teacher belief are so important. It's not enough for teacher to just speak English. They need to know how to teach it effectively. Not all teachers are trained to teach English, and knowing the language isn't the same as being able to teach it well. Teachers need to learn specific methods and strategies for teaching English to create a successful learning environment. Without proper training, teachers might find it hard to make lessons engaging or to meet the different needs of their students. For example, a well-trained teacher knows how to use interactive activities like games and group work to make learning fun and effective. They can also adapt their teaching methods to different learning styles and levels of proficiency. So this is why it's so important for English teachers to be well-trained and knowledgeable, as it directly impacts the quality of education their students get. Implementation in Indonesia. In Indonesia, teachers usually use a mix of traditional and interactive methods to teach English to young learners. They often use textbook, worksheet, and classroom activities. In urban areas, schools often have better access to resources, which makes English programs more effective. In contrast, rural areas face significant challenges, including a lack of qualified teachers and teaching materials. To overcome this, some rural schools have started English clubs where students can practice speaking English in a fun and informal setting. Material resources. The availability and quality of teaching materials are crucial for effective English instruction. In Indonesia, there are many resources available like textbooks, workbooks, and digital tools, but their distribution is uneven. Urban schools usually have better access to up-to-date and diverse materials, while rural schools might rely on limited resources. To address this, the government has initiated programs like Buku Sekolah Elektronik, which offer free downloadable textbook for students and teachers. But some teachers often create their own materials or use locally available resources to make lessons more relatable and engaging. For example, using local stories and cultural references can make English lesson more meaningful for young learners. Curriculum Merdeka. The introduction of Curriculum Merdeka marks a big shift toward a more flexible and student-centered approach to education in Indonesia, allowing schools and teachers to tailor their teaching methods to better meet the diverse needs of their students. For English education, this means that lessons can be adapted to different proficiency levels and learning styles, making the learning experience more personalized and effective. For example, young students might engage in activities like storytelling and singing, which are both enjoyable and educational, while older students might participate in role-playing games or project-based learning, which encourage practical use of the language and critical thinking. The flexibility of Curriculum Merdeka also allows for the integration of local culture and context, making English learning more relevant and engaging for students. So everyone, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.